Melody and I are at Seneca Rocks, West Virginia. It's one of the most popular tourist attractions in West Virginia, and for good reason. A good place to start is the Seneca Rocks Discovery Center. Check out our latest RV and camping related gear at our Amazon storefront. Link in video description. There are quite a few exhibits in the Seneca Rocks Discovery Center. Let's go in and take a look. And at the rear of the Discovery Center, you have an observation point of Seneca Rocks. So the storyboard here says there is more than one way up to Seneca Rocks. It's famous for rock climbers. Many different routes of ascent to climb up to Seneca Rocks. There's also a walking trail. Melody and I did that several years ago. There's an observation deck off to the left of Seneca Rocks once you get on top, and you can look back down onto the Discovery Center in the valley below. To the rear of the Discovery Center, there's also a nice walking trail that'll take you to an old homestead and to the trailhead that leads up to Seneca Rocks. The walking bridge that takes you to the settlement area from the Discovery Center crosses this creek, and it is a pretty creek. Look at that. This creek runs into the Potomac River further down. If you decide to hike up to Seneca Rocks, you'll cross the Potomac River. Melody and I travel all across the country, but it's good to be back in our home state of West Virginia. And if you just stay on this trail leading from the Discovery Center, it takes you right up to Seneca Rocks. The Seneca Rocks hiking trail is approximately 1.3 miles long. We're standing right here. It winds up the mountain, lots of switchbacks, and you wind up at an observation point right beside Seneca Rocks, and you can actually walk out onto Seneca Rocks. On the very top ridge, you only have, I swear it's only 6 feet wide. It is really scary up there. Just off of the Seneca Rocks trailhead parking area, you have another observation point. Melody's checking it out. Let's go over there and see what kind of vantage point we can get of Seneca Rocks. So there's a picnic pavilion over here. There's the observation platform. It really makes a difference what time of day you come out here. Right now, it's in the morning and the sun is right over Seneca Rocks, which doesn't make for the best photography. Melody and I are heading up to Spruce Knob. It's not far from here. It's the highest point in West Virginia. And on the way back through today, we're gonna stop in the evening and we're gonna take some additional photos of Seneca Rocks. And I bet you they're gonna be a lot better than this shot right here. No matter where we go, anywhere in the United States, to include Seneca Rocks, West Virginia, Melody always makes friends. Well, I did find a shot where I didn't have all the glare. It's the large tree right next to the old homestead. And but I will put those photos up right now. It is a little bit later in the afternoon, and now you can make out the observation platform. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Pan to my left, and right in the center of your screen, you should be able to detect the observation platform. You see it up there? Right in the center of your screen. There's somebody up there with like an orange vest on. I'm going to pan back out, and there's another interesting feature I want to show you. Let me reposition. Okay, clear on top. This is where you can walk out, and I swear it's only 6 feet wide up there. And you can make out somebody that's standing on top of Seneca Rocks, right on the crest of the ridge, and that ridge goes all the way out this way. Now there's one other feature I'd like to show you. Let me reposition one more time. So there's the slot in Seneca Rocks right in the center. And then off to the right, following the ridge, there's a second slot you can see, a little U formation. And then down below that is this very interesting pinnacle. From 1943 to 1944, the 10th Mountain Division used Seneca Rocks for training exercises to train the soldiers before going to Europe. You see the mountain off to the right. It's actually up above and behind Seneca Rock. I'll zoom in on it. That mountain right in the center of your screen is North Fork Mountain. I did a 3-day backpacking trip with one of my friends a few years ago. I'll show you some photos of Seneca Rock looking down on it from North Fork Mountain. So this is the relief map at the Monongahela National Forest Visitor Center, the Discovery Center. And right here is where the Discovery Center is located, along with Seneca Rocks. And you see this line right here? This is North Fork Mountain. My friend and I started our hike off of US 33, and in a 3-day backpacking trip, we traveled the ridge of the North Fork Mountain all the way down to here, where the trailhead either starts or ends on West Virginia Route 55. Here are a few photos. If you like this video on Seneca Rocks, be sure to catch our video on Spruce Knob, West Virginia. Link in the upper left-hand portion of your screen.